Hello everyone, welcome to CFC Fan TV. Now, in the wake of Morata's injury, well, not in the wake because it's been a few days now.
No, I think it's still the wake. The wake is fair.
Yeah, do you want to start again?
No, definitely not. I'm definitely going to leave this in. I'm editing it as well.
Great. So welcome to CFC Fan TV. Now that Morata's injured, reports are now coming out that Conte is angry with our board for not having more covering forwards and for basically not doing a good enough job in the transfer window. And to be fair, he has a right to be angry with the board, and so do the fans, because he doesn't trust Batshuayi for whatever reason, which we'll get into in a minute. But we don't have anybody else. We have no other options. So I'm not surprised that he's mad and that we're sort of, relying on our one striker now to win us the Premier League title again.
Look, I'm not one of the people that thinks that our board had a terrible transfer window. I don't think it was a disaster that a lot of people seem to think it was. But equally, the fact that it's got to a situation now where we have one fit striker at the club is a travesty. We lost out to Tottenham on transfer deadline day for Llorente. That's as embarrassing as it is wrong. We went into the season knowing that one injury to Alvaro Morata would leave us very, very weak because, rightly or wrongly, Antonio Conte doesn't seem to rate Batshuayi. Yeah. It doesn't seem to be like our feelings on the matter. I don't think he's the greatest footballer I've ever seen, but equally he certainly knows where the back of the net is. It doesn't seem to me that Conte thinks Batshuayi is the answer to any question. Whatever question is posed, I don't think Conte thinks, Batshuayi.
Which is strange because, let's face it, if anybody's going to come on in a very tough Champions League fixture, I know we're not even in the knockout stages yet, but Atletico Madrid are probably our main rivals in that group. It's important that we pick up points against them, especially away from home. We're getting a win. That's insane to me. And Batshuayi, although he wasn't, solely, he put the ball in the back of the net, but the lead up to the goal I thought was fantastic. A flick from
Marcus Alonso on the right wing, pinging it over. Yeah, what's he doing there?
Yeah, I know.
What a hero.
But let's call it what it was. He's the one to give us the 94th minute and put the ball in the back of the net. So if that's not enough to...
it's not enough though, is it? Yeah,
it was obviously not enough. And if it was me in that City game, I would literally have just done a straight swap.
Yeah. But there's a problem here, and so if I think that you actually feel like this, which is where we disagree, so comment below and let us know who you agree with. In your eyes, you think that the system with Hazard up front is tried, tested and failed? You don't want to see that again? I don't. We
saw a little bit of it last season, didn't we? Very
we may have seen it before, but you said to me before that you don't want to see that.
I think it's a prime example. Unless we're going to change up our midfield, why are we? Let's call it what it is. Morata, yes, he's our top goal scorer and he's doing fantastically. But the rest of our team prior to this injury have been also brilliant. Yeah, Bakayoko, Conte together. I really don't want to see us changing anything, because the minute we start changing everything, when really all we actually need to do is try us. Is he our second choice striker? Although I think he's equally as good. Stop laughing at me. Although I think he's equally as good. And if anything, it's a testament to what he's going to say to the board if something goes wrong. So for instance, if he plays Batshuayi for the next 4, 5, 6 games and things don't work out, then at least he can go back and say, right, I need somebody else.
I agree, but the point that I want to make about this sort of Eden Hazard playing up front, I don't think one failure, and of course it was a failure against Manchester City, it didn't work. Conte tried something, Willian looked completely wrong, Hazard was not able to enjoy himself the way that he can, and City dominated the game. But trying a system against a wonderful Manchester City team who were in their pomp, it was all going their way, they'd had a far easier week than we had, and their team were flowing, doesn't simply, like one test that fails against a brilliant Manchester City team doesn't mean that Eden Hazard cannot play that role very well. Like, that is still a system that is available to Conte that could work. Okay, it didn't work that one time, but we'd be mad to disregard that system entirely. It's a system that Conte clearly values.
Yeah, but do you remember at the City game, and we were sat together and Hazard was corner of the box, let's say, and there was 2 sort of Man City defenders near him. They wouldn't go near him because I feel like he's so much better in that. This is before Morata went off. They wouldn't go near him. They were so scared. And I think he's far more dangerous in a non-striking position. I don't see how that works. I think everybody else just...
Yeah, you could look, up until this point, that's definitely been the case. I just don't think that we write off the potential of Hazard playing that position entirely. And I wouldn't be surprised to go to Palace in a couple of weeks' time and see Eden Hazard leading
but
the line.
But I do think if Conte wants to make a point to the board that he doesn't trust Batshuayi and he wants other reinforcements, then he has to show that he is actually not capable of doing the job. So far, all Batshuayi's shown is that he can come on, score goals, especially away from home against Atletico Madrid, which is just nuts in itself. And he's not really got much of a reason other than it's his opinion.
Even with Batshuayi, it's still not enough, because like I would, if it were me picking the team, Morata's obviously my first choice. For me, my second choice would be...
Oh no, we still need somebody else.
My second choice would be Batshuayi, and my third choice would be the new system with Hazard. I think that's the kind of order that I'd try them in. Equally, I do think that Hazard system does have some life in it, whereas most people seem to disagree with me. However, even if all those three work really well, we're still lightweight.
Yeah, we still do need another striker, but I just feel like with our board, the way they work and how we work in every transfer window, we really need to give them now a reason as to why. And I think actually Morata having an injury this early on, it's sort of like a sign, isn't it? As to what was to come.
Too late though, it's closed until January.
Well, yeah, I know, yeah. What we can do.
I suppose in January you either bring Tammy Abraham back or you sign Alexis Sanchez for peanuts.
I really don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, comment
that's
below.
The spirit.
Yeah, comment below. Well, I'm just being honest. Comment below, who do you want to play against Palace? Who would your preferred team be? And we will see you all super soon, hopefully with some better news than this. Go on, you Blues.
Give us a header.
Okay. Ow.